For week 6, your primary focus should be to bring your book jacket design to a happy conclusion. However, for week 6, I'm introducing our fourth and final project. We're creating 2 full-color print ads for a newspaper. Now this does vary from the syllabus. On the syllabus, Project 4 entails designing some ads for web, but we're going to start out with these print ads, and for next week you will do a couple of web ads related to these. Also, we have micro project 8, so let's take a look at project 4 first. Alright, so there's some descriptions here. You're creating a pair of print ads for a newspaper. The newspaper is called Antique and the Arts Weekly. There's a link here that you can click to go to their website. You're creating the ads for a business called the Manhattan Art and Antique Center. So Manhattan Art and Antique Center, let's go ahead and click on their website. It's a type of high-end antique store, basically, that is planning to run some online auctions in which they sell art and antiques and jewelry. You can explore their website to get a sense of what they're all about and the kind of look and feel for them. So the ads that you're going to create for them are going to be 4-color. You're going to create a quarter-page ad and a half-page ad. The quarter-page ad is an ad seeking consignments for the next auction, and the half-page ad is a new auction announcement with information about placing bids. We're treating this as a actual job, a sort of almost like a case study type project. So we have a fictional auction manager here. His name is Tad Smith, and he's provided us with some information and requirements that he's looking for. We have a digital issue of the newspaper. You can click on that link to get a sense of the type of publication that we're creating these ads for. You can also look around and see some of the other ads that have been placed by other businesses. Let's go down and take a look at a few examples. So here's an ad from a similar type of antique center advertising their upcoming online auction. It's saying open for bidding, and it's got some descriptive text. It's got the date and time. It's got some information about placing bids. And it has some images showing the range of objects that are being offered for sale in this auction. The way this one is formatted, there are 7 smaller images. Each one has a description and an estimated price range, so someone who's reading this publication is going to get a sense of whether these are things that they're going to be interested in. And if you notice on these ads, they're placed in this newspaper monthly. So this one is for an auction that begins on September 24th. The next one is for an auction that began earlier than that on August 7th, the previous year. Notice that the layout is essentially the same. The thing that changes is some specific information in the text, and the images change. So, each ad shows images of items that are offered in that particular auction, and the information about the images changes, and the primary image also changes. Same with this. So here's another one, April 9th. Similar layout, but different images, some different information. Here's another one that's a different size. These are all half-page ads. This is a quarter-page ad. It's, again, essentially the same layout, but fewer images because it's a smaller space. And then there's an ad that's seeking consignments. So when somebody consigns an object for sale to an auction, it means that the owner still owns the object, but they're giving it over to the care of the auction house. The auction house is going to store it and catalog it, give it a price estimate, photograph it, sell it. So that's what consignment means. So most auction houses rely on consigned items. So they need to seek these out from people in order to keep their auctions filled. Okay, and then there's an advertisement example from a different auctioneer. It's kind of similar. It's accepting quality consignments. It's just taking a different approach to the layout. So most of these are one color, black and white ads, but you're going to create a full color or 4-color ad, meaning that you're going to use CMYK color builds for all of your images and colors. And you're going to find images for your ads from one of the company's previous auctions. So the Manhattan Art and Antique Center held an auction several years ago that's still available for viewing online. If we click on that, we go right to the auction. We can see these item images and the descriptions and the prices. So in order to find images for your ads, you're going to just borrow some images from this auction that the Manhattan Art and Antique Center had held several years ago. You can right-click to save image as, save it in a folder. One thing you're going to need to do, because this is for print, is you're going to need to convert any images that you download from the web from RGB to CMYK. Okay, so that's up to you to find images. You want to find a wide variety of images showing the range of objects that are in the sale. So as in the example, we've got some paintings, we've got some, this one happens to have some furniture and some smaller decorative pieces. All right, so you're creating 2 ads, quarter page, half page. The quarter page ad is going to be similar to this seeking quality consignments ad, and the half page ad is going to be similar to this open for bidding type ad. These are due on Sunday, July 30th, so you have a couple of weeks to work on them. So this week I would suggest gathering images, getting familiar with the project requirements, making sure that you explore some of these links so you know where to find the images, getting familiar with these examples. The text that is required for these 2 ads is inside of the zip folder along with the logo of Manhattan Art and Antique Center and some social icon vector art.